If you're looking for off-road adventure in a side-by-side UTV somewhere near Apache Junction, Arizona, the East Valley, east of Phoenix, well, this is the place. Sycamore, it's a huge off-road desert playground. Now, I've ridden many of the trails in the southern section, starting near Bush Highway and Highway 87. But as you go further north, there's a trail, and it's a 160 or Rocker Panel Pass. It's rated 9 out of 10. Now, I've been playing off-road in a side-by-side for about 20 months and trying to develop some skills, but anyone with real experience will tell you I'm a beginner. So I've ridden 8 out of 10 trails, never done a 9 out of 10. And that rocker panel, yeah, I don't want to get too close to that. If I make a wrong turn and accidentally end up on there, I'm not sure I'm quite ready for that. So someday I'll give it a try, but not today. Now you can see all those little X's, the waypoints, and they're all around in those places. But when you look at the yellow trail, which is today's path, you're going to see a lot of that I've never been on. And Randy, who's ridden most trails within a 100-mile radius of this place, he offered to guide us on an adventure where he assures me we will get near the Rocker Panel Pass 160, but we won't go on it, at least not the 9 out of 10 section. Well, right now I trust him. We'll see how that turns out. And after recent storms in our Sonoran Desert, it's extremely green. So we're sure all of the trails have changed enough that even Randy is going to be for some surprises. Now, he's planning a combination of sightseeing, like a pioneer watering hole that we believe Shepherd used. And then there's a bit of butt-puckering on some very steep, rutted climbs to narrow roller coaster ridge tops with descents to match. Some of my favorite trails out of today is FR 1855. That's rated a 7 out of 10. And P4040, it's not rated, but it was pretty challenging. A lot of fun. And parts of 160, that Rocker Panel Path, that are definitely not a 9 out of 10. And of course, the views are exceptional. The villain is running great again after some mechanical problems. So what could possibly go wrong? So Randy's leading, and I'm bringing up the rear today. I didn't think there was going to be dust out here, but I guarantee you there is. Anyway, it's right out of the parking lot and high-speed road for a ways. It was a beautiful day and just the right temperature to have the Super ATV flip windshield up, letting plenty of air in, which also meant plenty of dust, unless I stayed really far back. Didn't need my Main Street Cycle dual overhead fans because it was a really nice day. So a very basic rule is when you come to an intersection, you stop, you wait for the guy behind you to catch up, and then you make the turn. Nobody gets lost. We're on our way to see the cistern, the stone water storage. I'll let Randy tell you the story.
So what's the story, Randy?
Well, I'm guessing it was a cistern for the free-range cattle here, and there might have been a windmill here with a well a long time ago, or when they used to bring the sheep up from the valley, they'd drive them up the beeline and lay over in these areas like this. So that's what I'm guessing.
Well, there you go. It's factual. That's excellent guessing. Thanks, Randy.
I've never seen writing on it or pictures.
Well, it's on camera now.
Okay,
it's a fact.
It's got to be true.
Yeah.
We made a U-turn and headed right back out to the main road where we hung a right so we could continue on deeper into Sycamore Creek and more adventure. Well, this is still the well-traveled, almost any vehicle can take this road. It's a dirt road, but you can see there are trails everywhere out here. This place is amazing. It's been less than 2 weeks since we had those 5 days of storms with flash floods everywhere. And you can even see here, look at all the sand and movement from the water coming through at high speed. As we enter the creek, we're still on 402, but when we come across the other side and exit, we're on 1855, and we're going to play on this road for a while. It is a lot of fun. So 1855 parallels Sycamore Creek for a little ways, and look how green and lush. There's trees. I mean, if I showed you this video and you didn't know we were in the desert, just this section, you would never guess. It is gorgeous here. The trail does meander in and out of the creek as we continue on, and you can see it gets kind of rocky, but it is just so much fun through here. The ride may have started out as a sightseeing tour, but it's going to get adventurous from this point forward. Now, as we head away from the creek, we're still on 1855, and we're going into sections I've never been on before. So I have no idea what Randy is going to take us into, but as you can see, it is already starting to look like it might just be a bit exciting. And I'll tell you, it is. It's just one steep climb after another on a very narrow trail. And of course, once you get up to the ridge, you got these drop offs on either side, scenery that's terrific, and everything is lush and green. Look at all these plants. Come back out here in a week or so, all those ocotillos are going to be in bloom and red flowers everywhere. This is a great trail.
Here, the villain's behind me, but even with the mask, I think there's a smile on her face. This is a lot of fun. You having fun?
Absolutely. You're full of crap though.
How so?
There's no Starbucks out here. Lied to me. Lied to me.
They used to be. They went out of business.
Oh, my bad.
What do you think? Was that a fun trail?
Oh, it's fun and it's beautiful here.
I might follow him again. Oh, was that for a sightseeing trail?
Yeah, that was
Pretty. Hopefully I got something up for recording. I got both cameras going. I'm not sure what I'm getting.
Well, I'm sure you're getting something.
so green.
Your first ride back.
Yeah, it was good.
And the desert turned green for you.
I love it.
We had a nice little break at this intersection, but this is where picking the right path is essential. With our skill levels, I do not want to go on 160, that rocker panel pass rated 9 out of 10. We might be okay, but I don't want to chance it. So we decided to hang a right on 4040. And thank goodness, Randy knew exactly which way to go. So no mistakes today. I use OnX Off-Road for my GPS software, and that's where I get all these ratings. Now, 4040 has no rating, and it's always a toss-up when you head off on one of these trails and it isn't rated. It could be worse than what you're trying to avoid, or it could be a flat road. Well, turned out this is just the right amount of butt-puckering. We had a lot of fun on this trail. So we got to this descent, and Randy told me it was going to be exciting. So I drove down a ways, found myself a wide spot, pulled over and parked, and got out so I could record what everybody else was doing on the way down. What do you think? Looks exciting to me. I don't know the angle on the slope. All I can tell you is it's very steep. I was not wandering around walking up and down this hill. I just kind of stayed more or less right here in my little flat area. Well, mostly flat, but it was fun watching these guys come down. And this is just part of the descent. This goes from this ridge top, however long, I don't know. It went on for a very long ways. And eventually we wind up down at Sycamore Creek. And we'll be there in a minute. Most of us went down this grade at a fairly slow pace, showing some caution. I'd have to say Colin did not. He went down there like there was nothing to it, looking good. Bill and Sally just came cruising on down this thing as well. And, I got to remember to tell people to smile. Of course, if they have a mask on, you're not going to see it, but it would be kind of nice. Now, I don't have a video of me and my villain coming down through here, but fortunately, Manuel, he's driving a 24. I have a 23 villain, but they look close enough. If I didn't tell you, you might not even notice the difference. But you can see everybody made this look really easy, and it sure as heck was fun. Now, you saw everybody disappear as they went down the hill. Here's what it looks like after they disappeared. This trail is just, it changes constantly. It is so much fun. So many distractions on this descent. You've got the view off in the distance. That in itself can make you crash because you're not paying attention to the trail. There's all the greenery, so many different plants to look at, and then there's the ruts as the road goes around turns. It's bang. Oh, but it's not all downhill yet. There's still some roller coaster. You never just get to go straight downhill, and of course that makes it a lot more fun. But then, of course, as I near the top of this hill, not quite to the top, I find everybody's parked in the middle of the road. Well, it turns out Randy had a problem with his battery and needed help. Hey, at least it wasn't me this time. Sorry, Randy. Randy had a jump box, and Colin quickly hooked it up. We got the machine going again, and Randy now knows, or at least he's pretty sure, he needs a new battery. Turned out Bill also had a jump box. The right tools, you're back on the road in no time. Well, it didn't take long before we were back on the road, heading towards Sycamore Creek, where there was a promised shady area to have lunch, and I'm starving. But there's still more roller coaster on the way, and you come up these rises, and as you near the top, you have no idea which way the road goes. So you just gotta slow down, stick your head out the window maybe, and make sure you pick the right path.
This is a great spot. I think we're actually in the creek. You can see that's the creek right out there, and you can see what the rain did. All that water flash flooding through here. This would have been a bit exciting. And that says we're on 160. Randy is having problems with his battery. We keep jump starting him. Fortunately, there's a couple of those jump start packs out here today. And yes, we blocked the trail, but you can see it's easy to go over there and get around us. This was the shady spot, and we'd barely gotten out of our vehicles when someone came by, and we apologized for blocking the trail and gave them directions to get around us. But see, this is why our lunch breaks take an hour to an hour and a half. Everybody likes to talk.
After a rather long, lengthy lunch, well, lots of talking, a little bit of eating, we all decided it was time to leave. With Randy having an issue with his battery, everyone decided the best thing to do, the safest thing, was just take the shortest route back to the trailers. So, 160, straight across the creek. Believe me, this is not the 9 out of 10. We did not go there. This is just an interesting drive in and out of the creek. Lots of greenery, trees, brush all around us. I did this over a year ago, and I had no idea where I was. I was just following other people. I was brand new to this. At that point, it had water, which made it an even more interesting drive. But we're going to wind up going under Highway 87, which will put us over into the Rolls and a pretty easy shot back. It took longer than I thought, but eventually we came around a corner and you could see a bridge with traffic on Highway 87 above us. And the next thing you know, we are speeding along this sandy dirt road, just having fun, and blasted right under 87 and came out on the other side in the rolls. Ha! This is so cool. So we made it back to the staging area. This is where we started earlier today, and the villain has run great. So it looks like Larry's OEM ECU with 3 bolts tightly attached holding it on did the trick. We're going to have one more test coming up in the future.
Let's start with this young lady. Okay. So did you have fun today?
I loved it.
You were a
It was
passenger.
great.
Did he drive all right?
He drove great, yeah.
He didn't try to kill you?
Well, it was a little scary at times.
And our
little scary sections, right?
in our tour,
They were coming down that hill.
Yeah.
You worry about the erosion and
Exactly.
coming down, and it's just as much fun going back up that hill too.
so what do you think about this tour guide?
This is the fearless leader today.
Yeah, Randy did a great
Randy
job.
did awesome. Yes, yes.
I told you it's pretty down there. Didn't I?
All right, what do you think about that ride?
That ride was very nice, fun, and always with this little spice from Desert Villain. Oh, my car is not starting.
Well, that was our fearless leader today, Randy.
Randy, yes, sir.
So I got a feeling it's not me, it's who's the leader.
Yeah, I'm staying behind from now on.
Or maybe, what do you think?
That's the man.
I didn't lead, Randy did.
Randy's did a great job.
But
Randy
did you
with
know?
no battery.
But did you notice the leader brakes? It's been me braking lately. He was leading.
Right.
Randy broke.
I think it's
wanna break.
operator error.
Yeah.
I mean, in your
We're going to
case.
let you lead then.
I'll lead.
Yeah. And then we'll see what breaks.
I'll drive yours and lead. So when it breaks, you know.
Yeah. Okay, he's fired.
Loophole.
Loophole.
No, that was quite a nice adventure. I
Yeah,
liked
it was perfect.
No,
Nice little
that
Friday
last
afternoon.
part through the woods and the water was like I didn't see that coming.
Oh yeah, it's funny. It sneaks up on you. You think you're in
Yeah.
desert, and all of a sudden, here's a nice little bit of willows
Yeah.
and sycamores and softwoods and honestly, what was amazing is usually in Arizona, creek means dirt.
Right.
Creek doesn't usually mean water.
Right.
There's actually water in it.